Hi. So last time I had talked about finding a boot camp, and instead I found an article or uh, blog or something arguing against boot camps, and I agree because I don't want to spend money, and I'm more interested in learning. And this article had a really good link, Code Academy. I'm going to put the article in the description. Coding boot camps won't make you a developer. Here's what will. And honestly, I want to do this for me. My motivation for programming and doing this stuff is so that I can make my ideas a reality, at least in software. And I think that's a good and free first step because you don't need money, not a whole lot. I mean, you could have a really piece of crap computer for a few $100 from used or something, and you could use that. There are ways it's possible. Anyway, where am I? It doesn't matter. This article, pretty good, had a good resource, free code camp. You could get certifications for free. There's a bunch of tutorials. So I'm going to focus on this right now, basic JavaScript. I know most of JavaScript, most basic JavaScript, but it gets complicated further down, and I could use a refresher. So I'm going to focus on this kind of in the same way as doing Korean, and I've been focusing on that. I'm over at computer under the topic of work. Topic of work is pretty decent in size. It should take me a couple of days to finish the work topic. But I'm still progressing. I mean, food, eating out, and study I've completed. Now I'm working on this topic, and I'm not sure how many topics are there. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Including work, I have 13 topics to go till I get through the whole thing. And then after that, I'll do it again, but with a journal or something, and build off of it. Like I'll make a list of just the verbs or something, and conjugate the verbs and make sentences out of it. But this I find is pretty useful, pretty helpful as a first step. I'm gonna keep at it with the Korean, and maybe I'll pay for the full app, where you have 6,000 words for access, because you need to know 6,000 words for topic level 6. I only need topic level 3, 3,000 words to legally to get a legal working visa here, where I could get a job as a bartender or whatever, just to work here. And yeah, but this is my primary. Korean is still my secondary. I'll be forcing myself through this. Also, got a GitHub, this repository, which is like a folder. I will use that for code that I'll be, like the complicated stuff here, something more than a few lines of script, where it's just showing me how to subtract one number from another with JavaScript. That's so simple. But something more substantial I'll put in here, and I'll put the Godot equivalent also in here. I want to do the GD script and JavaScript kind of side by side, and yeah, I think that'll help. This repository or folder I'll use to copy code from other open source apps, just to look at them, study them, maybe add comments to ask questions, or like, I don't understand this, can you explain this, could you explain that, you know. And for doing, that's doing. When I start actually working on stuff, I will put them here, like my own projects, not something from this, but something that I want to make, like a basic network node or something. Anyway, so yay. I'll be having to watch this tutorial for GitHub, because you end up using, I'm not going to bother to open it, you end up using a command line to, it just works easier, I guess, to use a command line from your computer. Here is something that I looked at. This I also looked at, and I just don't feel ready to keep forcing myself to learn about networking. If anything, this is a break. But yeah, so for tomorrow, let's see how far I get with this, and how far, where did you go? There. And how far I get with this, and I'll have this in the description below. Thanks for watching.